Hi, I'm Michelle. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you the introduction of my project polish for 2023. This is going to be a whole collection project polish of my OPI mini, my OPI minis that I got from the advent calendar that I unboxed recently on my channel. I'll be sure to leave that video down below in case you missed it. Here is the whole collection of minis right here. I've got them sorted in a nice, lovely little rainbow array. I thought it was pretty handy that the whole collection fit on my rack perfectly. So I took that as a sign that I should do a whole collection project polish. I would really like to use up all of these little bottles. I feel like that's a doable goal. I feel like that's an attainable goal because they're small. So let me show you my color swatch of the ones that I want to get started with first. Here I've selected 5 nail polishes from this bunch that I'm going to use specifically on my toes only. Out of all the shades here in that rack, these were the ones that I like the most for my toes. There are a lot of the others that had like glitter or sheen, and I don't really like those kinds of polishes for my toes. I usually like just a classic cream. So I thought these would be a great, I thought these would make a great year-round selection for toe polishes. So these are going to be the polishes that I focus on specifically for my toe manicures or toe pedicures. I thought the pedicure was like the whole thing. Start over. These are going to be the polishes that I focus on when I paint my toes all throughout the year. And then hopefully I'll be able to finish it a little bit sooner. If I end up finishing it sooner than the end of the year, then of course I'll just, close out the project then. But I'd like to try to get these all finished up throughout the whole year long. I have only used a couple of these so far. I do currently have one of them on my nails. I'm currently wearing Charmed, I'm sure. So I actually used 2 or 3, about 3 coats, 3 good coats, and you can see it already has a little bit of, like, I don't know if the light's making it hard to see, but I can see that it already shows a little bit of usage. So the usage line is already to here. And I feel like that's gonna probably get me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll bet you, I wanna speculate that I can get about 10 uses, like 10 manicures. Well, that's 2 or 3 coats each though. So I'm gonna speculate that I can get 30 uses out of these bottles. I don't know if that's true or not. Wait, not 30 uses. I'm not gonna speculate anything, okay? I'm confusing myself already, so scratch that. Anyways, let me show you here the actual bottles of the ones that I wanna focus on for my toes, and then we'll get into some of the other colors that I'm gonna use only on my hands. So here's this really cute little white one. This is the Alpine Snow. And I do have this key here of all the colors that came on the OPI Advent Calendar. So if you're interested in finding out the names of any of these shades that maybe you have in your collection as a mini, but because OPI doesn't put the name on the bottle of the minis, unfortunately, it makes it hard to know the name of them. So if you need any of those names, be sure to check that video down below. I do list them all off one by one and name them so that you can see which one goes to which. But anyway, this is Alpine Snow. I thought this would make a really great summertime toe polish. So this will go great with blue manicures, green manicures, peach, orange, neon manicures. I think this will go great really with any of the other colors that I might have on my nails, especially if I'm wearing a nude color here. And so the next shade here is called Strawberry Margarita. It's actually really pretty, and this only took 2 coats. So this one already has a slight bit less usage on it. I haven't used this on my nails yet, so it's really, really full. And I look forward to using this one on my toes. Next up, I've got Next up, I've got Feeling Very Glad. That's this one right here, this purple. I thought this would make a really great toe polish for any of my purple or lilac colors or any of those like iridescents or anything like that. So I'll be using this color specifically on my toes, but I mean, I will use these colors on my hands too if I want to, but I'm just saying that out of this whole set, these are the only ones I'm going to use on my toes for sure, just based on my preferences on colors that I like down there. But next is the classic Big Apple Red. That's this one right here. This is a really, really beautiful red. It's so pretty. This was the first one that I put on my toes. I've already worn this one, so I liked it so much. Spoiler alert, I already picked it up in a large one. So that's what prompted me to put this in this project for sure, because I definitely want to use up this whole little bottle. I hear that the minis dry up kind of fast. I've never had a mini polish, so this is going to be a learning lesson for me for sure. But I'm curious to see how long it'll take me to use this up, how many uses I get out of it, and if it does dry up or what. So yeah, this is in the shade Big Apple Red. And lastly is this shade here. This is called Bring Out the Big Gems. This polish would actually look really pretty with the eye look that I have on today. I didn't film this eye look for my channel. So this is Bring Out the Big Gems. I thought this would be really, really beautiful, not only on my hands on occasion, but on my toes when I want a really deep, vampy color. It's not so dark that it's just like flat depth darkness down there, like almost a black, because it's kind of far from the eyes, you know. It's got enough of a little bit of a sheen that I think it would catch the light. I think it would catch the light nicely on my toes whenever around the house or whatever. So yeah, I thought this would be a really beautiful toe polish, but I'm also willing to use this one on my hands for sure. Any of these can go on my hands, like I said, but for sure these will be the only ones that go on my toes of this whole set. For example, this sparkly glittery one, I don't see myself putting this on my toes just because of how hard glitter is to take off. But I also don't see myself using this one on my toes because of the fact that I feel like it would make my toes look a little gross. I don't have quite as much tan on my feet, obviously, as I do on my hands. So anyways, I just want to get to know all of these colors and get all of these bottles used up because this advent calendar was not cheap. This was kind of pricey. I did not get it on sale. I would like to use up every single one of those polishes this year. If I can't get them all used up, because for my manicures, I don't want to only use those. I also want to pull from the rest of my collection. So I might not get the rest of the collection completely used up, but I want to get a lot of use out of them. I want to make it a point to get a whole lot of use out of the rest of the colors, and for sure, try to use up these 5 if I can't use up any others. So yeah, that's my project polish. I am going to do another project polish for some other colors that I want to use in my larger bottles, but this is my project polish intro for my miniature OPI collection. So yeah, that's all I've got for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please be sure to click the thumbs up. It really does help my channel out so much. And subscribe so we can hang out again. I'd love to see you in my next video. Bye.